Welcome back. CORSAIR DreamLeague Season 10, Day 2 of 7. We're going to be here for a while. You're going to get used to us. And hope you're already used to the Dota being played, because that first game of the series got a little bit crazy towards the end. A little bit overconfidence from Vega Squadron cost them the game, according to some. According to others, Tomato had it in his bag all along. Here with Bulldog and with Slacks to discuss that first game of the series. Gentlemen, I hate to say it, and this is the last time we'll ever mention it. We're wrong, Bulldog.
No.
But were we really wrong, though?
Yes.
Because they kind of won the game.
No, but then...
If they didn't throw it.
But then they didn't.
What happened there at the end, Flex?
What do you think? Well, what did happen there at the end? There was a lot of different throws in that game. It was like watching a game of patty cake or something. I don't know what was going on. We had a Roche fight where Slark doesn't BKB and dies instantly. We had a game where everybody's dead and they don't push the throne and then immediately all die. We had a Bat Rider in that game.
Yeah, we did. We also had a Slark.
Yes.
None of that matters if you got a Terrorblade on the other squad that is just an absolute beast, though. And you can't have enough RPs to save you from that. Unfortunately, there's a pretty long cooldown on that. Although I must say, those RPs were pretty beastly.
Heck yeah.
And the game looked really good for them on a long time. The RPs hit, and they could deal with all these Brutes and Terrorblades, but... You know, when you just have to run down middle, I think even Slacks would have been able to manage that if you just traded the players at that point.
Yeah.
Just run middle and the throne.
Just go. Dandy tried so hard in that game. Those RPs,
he fought.
There was a lot of really like, oh my God, this game is over. And then Dandy comes in and saves the day, but didn't save enough, man.
No, and I believe, Bulldog, you have selected a replay for us on the drawing board. It has to do with a certain Roche fight. Could you talk us through that one?
What's happened?
Get rid of that.
What have you been? All right, what do we got here? Yes, it's Slark going right in here, and he's going to start hitting people.
Yep, let's play it.
Optimistic here for Maiden to use her ult as well.
Yep, Crystal Maiden.
Right here, he gets done. And now you BKB here. Because you want to start hitting people, but he's like, nah, I don't need to BKB yet.
We're going to save it.
I don't need to BKB yet. And then he gets stunned and then he dies. And you're like, what the hell are you doing? Why are you not BKBing, boy?
The silence right there, not used, and then everybody can move up on them now. Chasing on that uphill, no fear at all. Terrorblade ripping everybody apart with this meta that he meant to take Roche with, and he's just hitting all the heroes. And meanwhile, Dendy has just pieced. He's over here, no hope at all. And they just move in, and with that, it's the biggest turnaround of the game. We saw some of that. I mean, all this game taught me is pick Terrorblade. Doesn't matter what else you pick. Let's go. Terrorblade with a booster.
We see this so often. The pro players, they're so greedy with their BKBs. They want that perfect efficiency. Use it just when you need it, and you get punished for it so often. And this is a case of that.
Actually, if Tomato or Dendy is not MVP, I don't know who is. The Hacks MVP, let's see what Twitch chat voted for. That was, of course, up to you guys. You can vote while the game's going on. You did so for Dendy.
My.
I'm chasing some.
Well worth it, to be fair.
I mean, this one is true, though.
Yes. This is really true.
He really was the MVP of that team. However, they did not win. So
if they would have won, 100% true.
I would have taken it for sure.
Only 88% true now, though, but still.
If they went all in on the Ancient at the end, do you think they would have gotten it?
Yeah, or they can just kill the heroes. They didn't have buybacks, so at least not the Bat didn't have buyback. And
but they kind of, I mean, were they kind of slightly indecisive?
I think they were indecisive. Like for one moment, then they ran top. After they killed a team fight, they ran top to do something, push out the lane, and I don't think Bane needed TP home either. Like the Maiden could have solved that, or he could have just TP'd a little bit later. Like it's always when it's like a base race like that, you can look at it afterwards and be very easy, like, oh, you shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a base race.
Was it not, though?
It was just, it was the
creeps versus the heroes.
The creeps versus heroes. There was, I guess the spirit was down there attacking Crystal Maiden for a while, which was kind of funny to watch, but I don't think that dude was going to take the Ancient. They weren't under that much stress. Oh!
2 catapults.
Panic, we gotta beat the catapults. Go.
I mean, that Bane teleporting out, that's 2 disables gone.
Yeah.
Very unfortunate for Vega Squadron. Not unfortunate for Infamous, though. They take that first game in the series. It is, of course, best of 3, so we are going to head into the second game really, really soon. And, I mean, that end was obviously very exciting, but I can't say that I think both teams are not going to be very happy with the start of how that game went, because it was a little bit of a slow-paced, mismatched early stage of the game, Bulldog. Is that a accurate description?
Yeah, it was a little bit sloppy Dota overall,
Yeah.
honestly, but the bat was left alone bottom when Earthspirit tried to help top, and that made his lane basically impossible, and the Earthspirit didn't really achieve anything top that well either, so, you know, it's just a little bit sloppy Dota all around. So.
Was it draft related or was it just play related? Because, you know, there's only one thing that we can fix going into the second game, is the draft.
Yeah, I think even though bad is kind of countered by Slark, you still can lane there with the Earth Spirit, and we saw him going down there, even Ogre TPing bot as well, and they can still pressure the lane, so when the Earth Spirit TPs away, it really costs them a lot in the lane. So that's not very nice.
Not very nice at all.
Not very, well, don't cry, Jay.
Hopefully next game's a little kinder to all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to see a better game, please. Give me some nicer drafts.
I think when we had the camera shot on Infamous when they won, obviously Tomato was very excited because he basically carried that team that game. But you can see the rest of the team was like, well, you know, we won, but it was more relief than being happy because they knew that they were very close to losing and might not have deserved that win based on how that first game went.
Well, you know what? Let's get some confidence in the second game, huh?
All right.
Let's get a real shutout, maybe, from one of these teams. Make it feel good about it.
We have actually got also another replay. Spoiling you guys today. Bulldog, if you could talk us through...
Another one?
Another one.
Just to fight where they win? Let's see what we got here.
42 minutes in.
All right.
It's Blade Meal Damage Terrorblade.
Oh, I remember this one, absolutely. So they go in and they grab this Crystal Maiden. Bane is going to go ahead and put a Nightmare on her to try to save her, but let's play it out. See how it looks here. Getting grabbed. Keep your eye on Terrorblade. He's about to go in against a Blade Mail here. And there goes Axe, the blink call. Pause it up. Look at that damage. Look at him, baby boy. Right here, Slark's going in. Got the Abyssal Blade. He's getting ready to stun this bad boy. That is incredible. Play it out, boy. Let's watch that health bar go down. Oh! Oh, daddy. Oh, gracious. There's the Abyssal Blade right there.
So then it's being thrown out
the sun?
right over here. He can't go in at all there.
Why not, Dondo? Why can't Dondo
Here he
go
comes.
in? Here
He's
he comes.
got 1 second on RP.
Woo!
He only just had it up again.
Yeah, it was literally 1 second.
Yeah.
If he had that RP 3 seconds ago, I mean, that was a team fight win right there. He could have got everybody, but...
Unfortunately, he ends up dying. They did force the Terrorblades out to buyback, of course, which is, you know, good for them. But in the end...
It looked really goddamn good, and then they just give it up.
Yeah. It just falls apart just like that.
Skippity-doo.
I think lesson learned from that game, because could any other hero have done that other than Terrorblade?
Maybe.
Kept that team in the game for so long. To be able to,
Peel is the hero. Just illusions.
yeah. The PO got banned as well. I think it's time to ban out the Terrorblade as well. And I think it's time to accept that maybe Slark is not the greatest hero because his peak time is so late. He needs so much to be able to do enough to have that core position.
Yeah, he had a good setup for this game, had a good lane, had a good team fight around him, but it still feels like, a mediocre hero at best. So just pick Terrorblade. You know, you just click E
or
and
ban
kill everyone.
Ban Terrorblade. Also, new game, new chances for everyone all around, and also for you guys. So make sure to vote in chat once the game started. At the moment, everything is cleared out again. Everything is set to 0, and it will only be turned on. You can only vote from the moment the game starts, and I mean in game, not the draft. When they actually are playing the Dota game. And speaking of the Dota game, for the Dota game, we need some heroes, and we have a draft for that right now.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Let's check it out.
Yeah,
Any second now.
doing it.
Bob,
Here we go.
no problem.
Amazing.
Here it is. Yes!
Yeah.
All right. Okay, see, this is the problem with pro teams. You know, both teams want the Terrorblade. Nobody's a big enough man to just ban it out first phase. We all know it's going to be an issue. We all know it's coming. Just man up and ban it. Make a new plan. But no. Too cowardice. They both want it too bad. Look at those wanting eyes. Chen.
The Chen, though.
Is Terrorblade not first pick material? Like, is that still too risky?
No, I personally don't like it that much, but it seems to be in this tournament. It's just been winning almost every game. It seems like so.
Why not?
Yeah, why not? And they just played it, and they won.
That's correct, Bulldog.
So you can pick it again if you want.
I mean, I'd like to see somebody have that answer to Terrorblade that we haven't been seeing.
Well, the answer would be the Winter Wyvern, but she also is banned.
That's right.
That's right.
Get her angry.
That'd be a great cosmetic. Gender
Mirana, we have not seen that because that hero's been banned almost every game, so new hero.
We saw it yesterday. It got picked up first phase twice with Phoenix and did not do well in either game.
I didn't see those games, so it didn't happen.
Okay, but definitely happened. We're going to be seeing the first pick here. We're going to get those classic setup Maranas. Do people still do that? Do they pick, you know, your Banes and your Shadow
Bane once in a while.
Hey-oh! There it is. As predicted by yours truly. Easy setup for Marana with that Nightmare and other control as well. Great with the Invis. Looking good. Vega Squadron, we've seen a lot of Chen. The old days of Chen and Hyper Push are kind of over. People are just using him more as a general support. Nice heal, nice damage amplification, nice crepes. Grabbing all them caddies. Yep, you know how it go.
No.
The Zookeeper.
You don't know about them caddies, boy?
I don't know what cat is this.
The catapults.
Cardies.
Cardies, the caddy.
Hey, it is a first phase Terrorblade.
They take it now.
I mean, sure. It's going to get banned out of the next phase otherwise.
Sure. Let's see. Well, I don't know. They probably would have just picked it. Let's see the answer now. We've been waiting. There you go. Mystery solved. There's Terrorblade. Maybe ban out the Ogre and the Magnus now to make sure the buffs don't come out. And give me your answer. What do you got here?
You already got some illusions on the Terrorblade that can take off the Nightmare if you're fast enough so you don't get arrowed afterwards.
Yep.
So that threat is kind of somewhat nullified because you don't just have illusions to do that, but you also have Chen or Chen creeps. You know, there's always someone close by.
Yep. Taking out the Zeus, which has long time been known as kind of a nice Terrorblade counter.
That hero's fallen out quite a lot, though.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, I don't know why people just stop picking it. It's a good hero, got tons of buff, so to be a viable mid laner.
He's a great hero. Nimbus, still most broken ability in this game.
Well,
Is it the best Ags?
It is not only the best Ags, it is the best skill. The best spell.
Well, he banned. He gone.
Yeah. So that means we need to get Dendilina back.
What?
He's been spamming that hero a lot in the past. He plays it like a god.
I just want to have him back on Magnus. I like seeing that.
Well, he lost, Sheever.
Yeah, but he almost made the team win.
Well, you know what?
No.
That's not a strat you can build around, Sheaves.
Fair enough.
I like the Lina pick. You know, massive magical damage can get a BKB Pierce in the end game. You gotta do that on Terrorblade. Take out that last bit of HP before he can Sunder. I like that idea. Good thinking there, Bulldog. Great thinking.
Thank you. Thank you. That's
Really?
why I'm here. I'm one of the best analysts in the game.
Best analyst, best interviewer.
Yeah.
Wow.
I might take your job soon, Sheever.
I mean,
as the host.
Please don't. I know you can, but
That's right.
I know.
Please don't. That doesn't sound that threatening, Sheever. You're supposed to put him in his place there.
Yeah. And one of the best players in the world as well. Forgot
Yeah.
that.
You know what? You'll never be content creator. You know, you just can't. You can't be as cringy as me, brother.
Actually,
Yeah.
I think he can. Hey,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
A man of such class can come down to my scummy level? I don't think so.
I think he can do anything he sets his mind to.
Thank you, Sheever.
You're welcome.
Except maybe, you know.
Please don't take my job.
This is not the way. All right, Axe ban out. That I can agree with. We've been seeing a lot of that. Earthshaker coming out as well.
They counter against Lucian-based heroes.
Whew. Lots of stun here, baby boy. Look at all that. Helpful against the Chen, too. He builds up an army. Earthshaker likes that. More boom boom. Well, you know. The Echo Slam. I kind of feel like they, I'm not seeing Infamous's damage output right now, though. They got a lot of control, but Where's your way to stop Terrorblade? I was waiting for it. They first picked it. Where's the answer?
I've seen a lot of Undying. Undying is always a nice hero. That hero is a zombie, you know?
That's true. That is the
How
lore.
can you kill a zombie if he's already dead?
Wow.
True. Unkillable.
That's the name.
You
We
know-
really come full circle.
I kind of want the team, both of the teams, to be able to be super aggressive in the early game because it was just such a, like something has a clear strategy in the laning stage, you know, something that has a plan, something that is easy to execute. I think Bane Mirana is really great because that is, you know, it's very simple to know what they're going to do with that.
Yeah.
I want something like that for Vega as well, where it's
It is
clear.
already. You have Terrorblade, so just make sure you don't lose the laning stage too bad, get farm, and then kill everyone.
So which heroes are strong laners?
Oh, hello. That's a new hero.
A new hero?
Oi.
My goodness
Tusk.
gracious. Why
That's,
pick Tusk?
It's a good saver. You blink in, save someone against Bane ult. Not the greatest against Earthshaker combo, I guess, but yeah, the blink in snow is always a great save.
Yeah, you're happy with that pick?
I just like somebody who buffed up terribly. We've seen the Ogre Magi do so well with them.
Yeah, but
He's
he's
banned
banned.
though. It was the first ban of the
I
game.
can't accept that, you know?
What other heroes buff up though? Except
Magnus.
Any other
Yay.
hero?
Still available.
Magnus?
But Dandelina though.
But about a Magnus?
Yeah, but
No?
did you see his RPs?
Yeah, exactly. That's the point.
They were pretty good.
They were pretty good.
Pretty
The only
good.
thing that he was missing is more follow-up. What is that? New hero again?
Hello, Infamous trying out some nice stuff. I've seen the infamous Pangolier before. Not bad at all.
Just picking up the team fight. They got really good team fight right now. Pangolier rolling through and Earthshaker. They got mass stunts.
Where's our damage, though, from Infamous? So much control, so much burst, so much initiation.
Mirana does a lot of damage. Once you hit level 15 on that hero with BKB Maelstrom, she does insane damage, and you obviously got the last pick still.
Yeah. I figured Mirana and Bane would be kind of roaming around at this early game, though.
You know.
Not so much farming.
I'm surprised we haven't seen Invoker yet today. We saw him so often yesterday.
Then the Invoker.
Denny Invoker or Pepita Invoker, either way.
Pepita Invoker.
He
Then
played,
the Invoker.
he played Invoker yesterday as well.
Yeah.
You know what would be great this game? The Dondo Pudge. You know, they got Bane. They're trying to do stuff. Pudge wrecks that. He can bite Pangolier. He can stop Mirana from leaping.
Are you saying mid-punch?
I'm saying mid-Pudge right now. Think about that one.
I just did.
All right.
Beast.
Hey, you're talking about buffs? He's got some great auras.
Yeah, we haven't forgotten about that hero.
That's right, Cheever.
That was the most condescending comment. What was that? That's
That is-
right, Sheever.
The attack speed is very good. No, but it's actually a very good counter against Pangolier.
Please have mercy.
You just ult the Pangolier and then Terrorblade just rips him apart.
Absolutely. Those BKB piercing stuns, man. They got a way to deal with Pango and also at the same time help out their Terrorblade. That's a really great pick.
I don't think you can see it as stun. It's a disable though.
What?
Yeah? The roar is not a stun. It's a disable.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Am I
I
crazy?
don't know. I don't know what that means.
What does that mean, Sheever?
I don't know.
What?
Is the difference?
Sheever,
What is the difference?
why did you go all in on that? All right, well, you know, Beastmaster's Grand Disable, which allows them to not move, but is definitely not a stun. Pretty good against Pangolier.
This Chaos at work as well. He picks a little bit different, and I know he likes Beastmaster, so you got the Tusk Beastmaster lane, could be pretty scary, or you just do Chen as well. But probably Chen will help the Terrorblade to get some farm.
All right, great. And we're still need that damage dealer from Infamous. I mean, Pango does decent damage, so does Mirana, but I'd like to see somebody that its job is just the right click, especially against that Terrorblade. Knock
There's
him out
still
quick.
the peel is not banned.
Oh yeah, PL's made it pretty far in this
And
draft.
if you want
yeah.
a lag fest, it's always nice.
Mm-hmm.
Or they probably patched that, they probably fixed that, I'm sure they
I'm sure they did. Trust in Ice Frog, trust in Bobo.
Because Chen, Tusk, and Beastmaster are not going to be able to deal with the peel at all. They're awful heroes.
Yeah. PL would actually rip
Terrorblade
this
is
game
not
apart.
the greatest. Obviously, it's got reflection, but
Our reflection was pretty good though.
yeah.
Makes PL have other PL. All right, well, running down the clock here. Only 40 seconds remaining.
And no Dundee Invoker, they acknowledge the threat.
Yep.
Because Dundee Invoker is one of the best Invoker.
I should see that Lena, man. I'm still down for that Lena pick.
Dundee Lena is one of the best as well.
Yeah.
You've been saying it all game long. You know?
It's coming.
Husker ban.
Okay, they talked about it in the interview, right? So they don't want to be surprised.
No spooks here. As we wait.
There is.
And I mean, Huskar is pretty good against Lena, so they might just be protecting that hero.
Can you read lips? He's calling for heroes right now.
Yeah, she redid this before. I remember the clip.
I'm trying.
10 seconds remaining.
Man, beards are great at hiding lip reading.
Yes. This is.
Remaining.
He's saying Lena.
He wants something greedy.
Beards are the lips' sunglasses.
Licking those lips.
You know, why would Dendi be making the call here?
Because it's his hero. You always
His
decide your
hero.
own hero.
Yeah. Especially last pick, basically, which hero are you comfortable playing? How greedy do you want to get? What do you want? What are you comfortable with?
I ain't gonna lie, guys. They're not saying a lot here. Oh, okay. Quappy.
Queen! That hero is very uncommon and very bad, honestly. But maybe this game, you don't see the enemy mid here either, so you kind of want to have a good cop lane, but no, we don't know what we're going to get here.
I mean, don't they have a pretty good disable on this team? A Bane and an Earthshaker?
They do, but it's Dendi cop. His positioning is known to be top 3 in the world.
10 seconds remaining.
All right, well, could work. Very unique drafts here. I'm pretty excited by this. Should be a much different game here.
Yep.
As we wait for our last one. Still looking for a damage dealer, right?
Yeah, they can
PL.
do Murana wherever they want at this point.
PL would be great. I agree with you.
Who does well against
Dragon Knight.
My. Oh, my.
Hold up. Oh, then Cop will have a, you know, obviously the lane will be good, but now that's another stun for Cop. Cop's going to have to play really well this game. Really well.
I'm confused. I don't know what's up here.
I'm gonna ask you anyway. Actually, I'm gonna ask Bulldog first.
You should start this time.
I can't. It's always the person in the corner first. Actually, I can already
They're in
say
the
what I
corner?
want, but they don't have to put the name up until the end. I'm going for the Terrorblade this time, which is Vega Squadron.
Okay.
Sure.
Well, no, corners first, as Shiver said.
All right.
Bulldog,
Go ahead.
you going for Infamous?
Oh, he's pointing down to Imphy.
He is.
Infamous. Why?
I'm pointing there.
Any idea?
Cop, that hero will die all the
Yeah.
time.
But there's a
Even if
Terrorblade.
it does. Yeah.
What do you think, Slacks?
You know, I'm gonna go with our set rule. Terrorblade wins even as a second pick. Let's go. All
right.
Vega.
Now you'll see why I'm a TI winner and these two are scrubs.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Oh my God, I hope we win.
Yeah, me too.
Here we go.
That would be material for a very long time. It is over to Odie Pixel and Fog for game number 2.
Thank you, Shiva. Yes, game 2 getting underway between Vega Squadron and, of course, the fantastic Infamous. And let's see what we've got going on. We've got a Terrorblade this time. It's going to be on Vega Squadron's side. Is that pick enough to get 3 wins? That is the question. As they've picked some funky stuff after. We've got a quap.
You know, I'm going to quote you before we caught it on the camera.
Wait, what did I say?
They opened very nicely, and then they ruined it with the last 3 picks.
That's what I feel. I mean, I don't know. In terms of the meta, in terms of what we see, it's like, Terrorblade, I'm fine with you picking it second pick, but then it's like Tusk, it's like, okay, maybe this hero can work, and then it's like, Beastmaster's like, all right, not many people play this because it's not too great. And then it's like, Queen of Pain, it's like, oh. It is a Dendi quad, though. And if anyone's going to make the quad work in 2018, I believe in my man Dendi.
Sure, there's a lot of lockdown, though. There's an Earthshaker with several stuns. Bane, I guess you could say, is not the most reliable, but DK, very reliable. Mirana has one also thrown in, not reliable. But Pango also has good lockdown once you get your Blink Dagger, which will definitely be the build in this game to get on top of TB and to get on top of Quap. This Pango pick is actually really interesting to me.
Pango pick.
Great versus Terrorblade. You have a mixed magical and physical damage, and then your Heart Piercer. You set this, you know, hero that is inevitably going to have 50 armor in the game. You set him to 0 if you actually are able to get those procs off.
And I just love sort of seeing heroes like the Shaker and the Pango being picked up. You know, when you're playing against the Tusk, it's the dream. Now, anytime that Tusk tries to make a snowball save, you're going to get sort of 2-man shield crashes at the minimum, 2-man echo slams at the minimum.
And that's why they picked the Tusk, right? They picked it because they're like, okay, we're versus a Bane.
Yeah.
So we've got the save.
The single target save, but then
Yeah, Bane and Mirana. It's great to save versus those. But yeah, once you've got AoE follow-up, it can definitely be problematic for that Tusk. So we'll have to see how this top lane can do, how Schofield as well as Whisper, right? Whisper will do on this is eat a mango. Right to start.
I'm excited to see what Whisper.
Why do you eat a mango?
Because he wants to hold the ward.
What? Well, why do you eat a mango?
Maybe he was trying to press.
Okay. Well, he ate a mango.
I mean, he ate a mango.
It's just a mango. He was hungry. There you go. He didn't have his breakfast.
Did he pick up the ward? Did someone drop the ward? I don't know.
No?
No.
No, he just mangoed.
Okay. Might need to make space for the quelling, but I don't know. You don't need 3 mangoes, you know, anyway. There's too many.
So, Beastmaster, you know...
Yeah, the ward's... Wait, so why is the ward...
They just dropped it. Oh, they're faking it out. They're making them think that they placed the ward. He didn't need to eat a mango for
that. Yeah, but that adds to the illusion.
Game, I guess. Yeah, you know, we'll take it. We'll take it.
They're like, how? Considering the gold that he started,
but they're not,
he would have the amount for
camp?
3 mangoes, but he's only got 2, so he must have picked up a ward and placed it, and that's why he has an empty slot.
But now they didn't block
the mind games.
But they didn't block the hard camp now versus a Chen, and now Chen has a creep.
Oh, they mind game themselves.
I think so.
Is it that ward? So what's the plan? What will they do with that ward? Or maybe did they forget they put a ward there?
We'll find out. Mid lane.
Yep.
Pepita should be able to get farm. We've seen this matchup a lot. DK versus Quap. Dendi maybe could be the truth though. Dendi likes to play incredibly aggressive as this Quap. And you know, we were mentioning about the draft is you don't see Beastmaster and Tusk too much, but they did it in response, right? You know, they did in response to that Bane Mirana and then also the Beastmaster, good versus Pango. They've got that BKB piercing lockdown, or that, you know, Pango ulti piercing lockdown. And also, if you get a troll creep too, can also be very useful. Chen also can definitely have situations where he can find out this Pango and trap him too if he's able to get the right creeps.
So is there a reason why you don't want to place that ward straight away?
You don't want it to get countered immediately, but you also don't want him to get free camps there. So there, Schofield does do the right thing the second minute, but he does miss the first one. So this Chen creep is putting in a lot of work and it's just securing Terrorblade full free farm right now. So yeah, definitely a mistake. I think they should have anyway put that ward down. You never want.
Wait, did they pick it up? Was the Chen?
Chen did not see it. It's just I think they're gonna forget about it. I think that ward's gonna stay there.
Are they actually gonna forget it? They put it there.
But sometimes, you know, you're thinking about other things in the game. Schofield's got priorities right now.
But it's not like a regular occurrence, is it? Oh, accidentally just slid the ward out of my inventory and put it on the ground without placing it. Oh, we'll see.
Yep, we will indeed see. Schofield, this Chen creep continues to do work. Peksu. And they've got 10 seconds, so Peksu's really trying to zone them away from this hard camp here. So he will have an opportunity to have it. So Schofield is pinging it out. He's like, can we try to block this somehow? No, we can't. So now they will have that secondary Chen creep.
I think the Shaker just picked the wall back up. I'm happy.
Did he actually?
Yeah.
Thank God.
This the shard showed him the way as he looked towards the shards that were thrown out by Vega Squadron. Was like, oh yeah, the ward.
MNT made a rotation top as the Tusk. Tusk Chen, you can actually set up kills pretty nice, snowballing in the Chen creeps. But now he's made his way down back to bottom as he wants to make sure that this Beastmaster doesn't get shut down. Speaking of Beastmaster though, okay, they get the shards. They don't have level 2 yet on this Tusk though.
Yeah, so not quite a punch and control to kill moves, in fact.
Tomato, committing.
I like it.
He's got him.
Very nice. Holding on to the leaps and using them to get that offensive opportunity.
I can't believe he's only level 1 still on the Tusk. I guess he ran all the way top. He's really hurt in experience. And Tusk is one of those heroes that you want to have your biggest impact in the laning phase because your teamfight contribution is not nearly as great. Dendi's doing great in this mid matchup though, 23-7, able to get several denies, as Dendi does, you know, versus that DK. Double Satyrs. Cool.
Oh, that Fisher. Just enough to save him. Make sure the Madara can't get in with the last few touches with the Metamorphosis used. Bit of time as well that he's sort of trapped away for the creep wave. Once that Fisher persists.
Ooh, DD rune. Dendi might actually be able to bully quite a lot here because of this. If he's able to get the Shadow Strike, he will. Now Pepita's life is a lot more miserable. Still doing fine though. 22-2 versus the 26-10. But Dendi is definitely having a better time in that mid matchup.
I mean, in the mid matchup as well, when when you like hit 6 on the co-op, is there ever really a chance to kill the DK, or is it just not going to happen?
With a rotation. By
Yeah,
yourself,
you'd
it's
be just-
pretty damn unlikely.
Yeah.
He just has such high raw HP. If the Tusk comes in, then maybe. If a Chen comes in, maybe as well. Bounty runes. Looks like Vega will claim 2. So 2 for 2. Bottom lane, though, they are not putting much pressure on at all. Bane Mirana are having a hell of a time.
Yeah,
30 and 14 on Tomato.
Total free farm from Tomato.
Yep. And this is, in my opinion, this is actually Tomato's best hero. His Terrorblade was absolutely fantastic the last game, but
Yeah.
I saw what this man can do. At that Vegas land, when he was
was
standing
owning on Mirana.
he was popping off. And there's a rotation that actually double commit for it.
Does take the 3 of them, but gets the kill done.
Yep. With Satyr Creeps too, they actually have much more magic damage burst. And with Penitence, that amplification, that's one of the few things that can actually work really well versus those tanky strength heroes. Alrighty.
Structures are fortified.
See if Dendi can be that magical component. That
Can he make co-op work?
Yeah. Get Vega Squadron this game in the bag. As it is going to be tough. Lots of ways for Infamous to trap and kill the quad.
Shadows take us.
Stop Schofield. Tries for Fisher, won't get the block off.
He hesitated.
Maybe he can look elsewhere with this Moonlight Shadow, though, as he'll try and get himself on top of Peksu. There's the opener. They do have a swashbuckle as well, so Peksu's gone.
Javelin already finished up on the Pangolier, so his damage is definitely there. So they have so much magical damage and like burst on the side of Infamous, right? They have Brain Sap is pure, sure, but Starfall, Breathe Fire, double Pango nukes, Earthshaker Fisher, like Terrorblade.
One stun
Is gonna be
and you're
scared.
just going to get burst. Yeah, absolutely.
You definitely have to be pretty scared if you're on the side of Vega. But now,
See?
mid forward, great shards by
And
MNT.
he's got the Breathe Fire out on them, so a lot of the damage being reduced as Pepita more than tanky enough to just walk away. This is the power of the DK.
Visibility.
You're just not going to be able to find those kills. Even there, with 3 of them, you need the Sonic Wave. Even then, with the Sonic Wave, unlikely to have been quite enough to kill him.
Yeah, they don't have the levels just yet either.
Yeah.
Tusk is, I think, MNT's still like level 2 or 3. So Mirana free farm, Terrorblade free farm, Quap getting a bit more than the DK, and the 2 offlaners are similar, but I'd say the Pango's having a bit of a better time.
All Schofield. Little trap tears, Peksu and MNC will find it.
Only the penitent can be forgiven.
I love listening to those chat lines. Only the penitent can be forgiven. Arrow, Starfall, lots of damage.
Got it. Denny's going to TP in. Wants to try and find something in return. Tomato
Ulti's
does
up
still
in
have a
one.
leap available. As yeah, Dendy cannot chase for this.
Radiant's top tower is under
Same
attack.
time up top. MNT going in. Schofield odds him back.
They're trying to pressure this tower. Trying to make sure they can at least solidify that one with this Tower Blade. Dendi gets his bottle refilled by Kezu. He can stay down here now. Now maybe he can
Dire's
surprise them with a
middle
kill,
tower
but
is under attack.
we'll make the move back to the mid lane.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, where's sort of the best place to go for the Sonic Wave usage? I mean, Pepita's
It's-
appealing, but it's still such a hard kill to get.
It's scary. Like, he wants to make moves with the Queen of Pain, but
Yeah.
also he doesn't want to lose his mid tower to a DK form. So I think saving his TP for the rotation is the best play and just sitting in the mid lane for now. But now, Peksu will get dropped down. Do they have any chain follow-up? I don't believe they do have the stun for Dendi just yet. Good Centaur stun to hold back Shaker for now.
We'll see in top Whisper. He's got his level 6. Matter. Trading
be
blows over
careful.
the Pango.
Bottom tower is under
This
attack.
Pango deals a lot of damage. We're mentioning it. There's so much nuke that Madara has to be careful for. I'm wondering what he's going to itemize for. I think of this one. Okay, he's going to be
I mean,
going for the drums. I've been seeing that one a lot more.
I feel like as well, if Pango pops the Mango, if he can connect on the ult a couple of times with the shield crash and the javelin, he could probably go for it. He'd have the mana to do so. I think obviously he doesn't know that Madara hasn't skilled Sunder.
Yeah, but he's
which is
also,
the case.
he's low HP too. He doesn't want to die.
Yeah, he could dodge the turrets.
Arrow, connect.
They jump forward. That's not quite the burst to find Kezu. Good Fisher stopping Kezu from getting out of Raw. Now Dendi. They jump in, they found moves. They do have the snowball in towards Schofield. Schofield, he's surrounded. held in place by the Shards. They get 2 of Infamous. Vega Squadron bringing in the 4 and finding the fight.
They can look to pressure this tower too. Beastmaster plus Chen. High amounts of tower push because of those rotations though, like we said, Dendi. Every time he makes the move away from that mid lane, Pepita is going to just start poking that tower immediately. But they should be able to get this one too. Close game again though, 4-4. Only 1k gold lead at the moment for Infamous. Moonlight Shadow though, coming in.
Let's see if Tomato can
He wants
find
bounties. Gets one, dust comes out, he'll leap away.
Shards does sort of trap him, but
He's
still
got more.
never leaps.
Precious bounty. Got it.
So they got three bounties, I believe, on the side of Infamous. Only 1 for Vega. Sleep. They've got the Mirana and the DK. Do they have the arrow stun? There's an illusion blocking it. Do they have the burst?
Oh, they got him.
They do.
Maybe with the Rolling Thunder they could try it for more. As in they go. They get the bushes there. A couple of them perfectly done so onto Matter. As Matter is gone, he did not have a point of thunder, would not have had the chance to use it anyway.
MNT also. They've got a swashbuckle. They've got a follow-up couple hits.
Ah,
and
he's dead.
Oh, boy, he's dead, yep.
Yeah, an early icy grave for himself as MNT. Taken down as well. Infamous really starting to get the ball rolling.
And they have so much burst damage. The TB, the Queen of Pain, they get caught in 1 disable, and they are more than likely dead if Infamous has the follow-up with numbers. Definitely scary right now.
Tomato, it's been that strong and powerful Miranda at the top. In a great lane, and now starting to move around the map. As soon as that Maelstrom's out, he's going to be very scary.
He's already
even
scary.
especially for the Terrorblade.
Yeah, I mean, he's already pretty scary.
Yeah.
Huge amounts of damage. They have to be making plays. They have to try to make plays now with this Beastmaster Roar. They have to try to catch something. They have to utilize their ultis pretty much every single time they're up. That's the problem with Queen of Pain. It's like the ulti has such a long cooldown, but you actually have to make moves, otherwise you just start falling behind. And if you start falling behind in the early game as a quap, you're in deep trouble. Schofield, TP's into the front right now.
Okay, they'll get
He's
roared.
dead. That was an ambitious TP, we'll call it.
All right.
I like Pepito that he's going for the Shadow Blade. I think whenever you pick DK now, you mostly just see that, but also because he has a, Mirana, he wants to be able to scale too.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
He's asleep. Taken off by the summons though, and with the group up as they were, Vega Squadron, no way for Infamous to really fire into that. There's that Maelstrom.
He's threatening tier 2s as well, forcing reactions. Tomato making the right moves.
500 gold away. It's very close. Dendi, this build, what do we expect from the Dendi Quap in terms of items, do you think? What's he have to go for first? Does he have to get himself a Yules? Can he go a bit more aggressive with an Orchid?
I mean, that's the standard, right? The Orchid is usually what you want to do, but he's at risk of just getting killed by one stun, so...
Does he have to get an early Lincoln's Rush?
I'm trying to think. I thought he would want to tank up. I thought he'd want to go for either like the Veil or the Treads or something like that, so at least he can have some like HP or armor to protect him, but not too sure.
And the jungle. Excellent.
I don't know what you build on Quap anymore, because this hero just... I've seen it time and time again just lose. And he's going for Veil. Okay. I like the one defensive kind of item, and then he's queuing up that Orchid. But he's still 1 stun, and he's probably going to still get brought down if the numbers are there. But at least this gives him some armor.
Bottom tower is under attack.
And lets him at least get kills without maybe the Sonic Wave, because that increased magic damage for his Scream of Pain. Definitely still quite scared whenever you have a Queen of Pain and you're set behind in the early game.
Dire's bottom
For
tower
Vega
is
Squadron.
under attack.
He's gonna be going for the Arcane Boots. He's got Arcane Boots, Javelin, and Bottle. He's gonna be going for the Yules. I think he might, if he has a couple like good fights, he might just save up for the Blink Dagger. I think it's very ideal, but Gazu, they get a wraparound here. So where's the follow-up?
It's not there. Because now the turnaround with the Fiend's Grip, the Rolling Thunder and Fish are coming into play. And maybe they can get at least moves, but they've lost already the Beastmaster. So 1-for-1, Schofield goes for the TP out. They'll pop a Sonic Wave, Schofield does fall. The Pango tries to come back in onto this Pepita. They're locking down the Terrorblade. They'll be able to burst him as Matter gets taken out of the fight. Dendi will be able to blink to safety. MNT tries to roll away over to Pepita. Pepita's still alive though. MNT can't quite kill off the DK. They lose 3, Vega Squadron. That was not the fight. Not the fight at all. It's Tomato. He stands strong, he stays alive. He's 3-0-5.
Yeah, Tomato just shows up to clean up. And they had to blow absolutely everything on Vega to take this out. And now there's still an Echo Slam up for Infamous.
Yeah, didn't even have the opportunity to use it. He's got it saved and he's nearly got a blink. 1700 towards the 2.250.
Dendi almost just actually gets killed there by the Pango. That was very close too.
I like this as well from the Pango. Getting that Lincoln's online so we can sort of get away with the Rolling Thunder without the threat of just being roared straight up.
Okay, the Lincoln's is, yeah, that's a decent solution, definitely. I love Blink Dagger on that hero. But
to be fair, I would like even more than Lincoln's. I'd actually prefer him to get the Lotus this game, which he might do.
He might actually
with the Perseverance. I think the Lotus is just so appealing to just sort of just mess with the enemy.
Yeah, definitely an opportunity. I mean, the thing is that he's got an Earthshaker and he's got a DK, so they've got like lots of different ways to initiate the team fight. So I guess he has a little bit more liberty to go for his more of a greedy build. As Schofield, he's getting very close to a blink.
He really is.
MNT, how is he doing close to a blink? Because he desperately needs one in this game. He's actually queued up Arcane Boots. I think he needs a blink if he's going to want to try to actually save people. Otherwise, I don't think he'll ever get a blink dagger if he goes for those Arcanes.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh. Oh. He's fine. And now, with the jump in, and the brain sap, Fisher as well, Dendi's gone. Can they get anything more? Moves, he's heading over. He does have a nightmare if he finds the target, but can't quite close the gap.
He was casting, but the cast point's too slow, as now Tomato and Pepita.
Oh, they're going to find Pexu in the trees. Is this game starting to look like a bit of a rough one for Vega Squadron?
Who did, oh yeah, Bulldog said Infamous, right?
Bulldog was the smart man. He went with Infamous at the start of this. As I think, as I say, I feel like the Terrorblade pick, fantastic, and then you sort of shoot yourself in the foot with the 3 picks that followed.
And there's just so much burst damage, really, with their draft on the side of Infamous.
And Tomato Marana, as you said.
And Tomato Marana. He is, I mean, that's his, he's not only just Tomato Marana, he's got a Bane, so it's like the dream
perfect team
lane.
around it.
Yeah. So much lockdown, so much stun. Great itemization, love the Maelstrom Rush. Make sure he can actually keep in the back lines with that Dragon Lance, then he can poke at the Terrorblade at such a far distance, he can actually make sure he doesn't get in range of the Sunder. Tomato. Just playing this very, very nicely. 3-0 and 7. Always showing up at the right place at the right time. And Pepita, Shadow Bladed up. He's hunting. Oh, and he's cleaning up the books. Kezu's giving Tomato more money. Tomato will take both of them. Free 200 gold.
And the boar too.
And the boar. And, oh, he's so happy now.
I mean, maybe that is a component of why so rich. Maybe Kezu has given up a few too many summons as well in that lane. This is a 5k lead for Infamous.
Is that casual Perseverance?
I would.
I guess I mean, the Lotus Orb is probably the most.
I think the Lotus Orb down the line is going to be appealing for him. And oh, look at their
control.
Can they kill him in time? They can.
And they have the blink on Schofield.
Oh no, they're going to lock down Dendi as well.
Oh my god.
Double kill for Pepita. The lockdown and control from Infamous is just too much for Vega as Kezu will pop a roar.
But a roar to run.
I mean, it really is. As Schofield jumps in, they've got the lockdown, they surround him. And with Pepita coming in with the wraparound, they'll certainly have the damage as they don't just get in, but again, the army of Kezu falls.
So much. It's a 9k gold lead now. It is spiraled completely out of control for Vega.
I don't know. I feel like this thing... Why not?
Sure. Okay.
I like it. I mean, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like in a lot of Vega's games...
Didn't he have just suicide to Ancients?
Yeah, but
he's dead. Yeah, but it's like the same amount of time he's dead, actually.
Yeah, but the BM, I love it.
I mean,
go and just die to the enemy's tier 4. That's how confident you feel.
I know.
Just go and give Kezu a little bit of gold.
That's such a Schofield thing to do.
I mean, don't you just for some of the... Because we've seen Vega, aka Lithium, a few times. I feel like these players, they've got a lot of potential, but I feel like some of the lineups they're going into games with, they just make it very hard for themselves.
Yeah.
Like, how are you going to execute this draft? How are you going to make this draft work?
You have to have lanes go very, very well for yourself, and they don't have the greatest lane setup.
I think it's the problem of if you draft a Beastmaster, having sort of a bad dual lane, a dual lane that doesn't... Kezu got nothing out of that bottom lane. He was behind, and that's not why you pick a Beastmaster.
And they've got Queen of Pain, too, so it's like you're really in on 2 of your lanes to go incredibly well, and then you've got a Queen of Pain. If your lane doesn't go well on Quap, the game is super difficult to play. And even if it does, it still can be quite difficult.
Yeah, because, I mean, Dendi laned okay.
Dendi did. He absolutely
laned okay.
It just there's so much stun and lockdown for him.
And once again, they're going with the Fisher. There's a roar, but there's no follow-up whatsoever other than a Sonic Wave, and that's not going to be enough at this point to kill Schofield as he still walks off with half HP. Madara, with the meta, he'll find at least a Bane, but Pepita's on top of him. Jump forward from Whisper as well with the control and the burst. As Terrorblade just turns up to the fight and quickly dies. As Whisper's not even done yet, he's chasing for more, finds the connection onto Kezu. Ara's there to follow up as well. As, I mean, this game, it's looking pretty.
It's looking very
I mean, the way that we've seen the side of Vega play, I don't think they're going to be able to do anything to turn this one around. Infamous, just, you know, I love their draft. It really makes things happen.
Yeah,
These sort of stun after stun. It feels like, as you say, you know, Tomato, we saw him sort of all smiles at the end of the draft because he sort of knew, you know, this is such a lovely game to play as Mirana in because you've got so many heroes that make sense around it and they're just going to be able to get the job done with you.
And they asserted so much dominance on the map. In Moonlight Shadow, they find a kill here. They found so many towers they're able to invade, and there's no place for Vega to actually farm on the map now. They've got Chen, they've got Quap, they've got... And so Chen, Quap, and Tusk for me are heroes that like you have to excel inside of the laning phase. If your laning phase goes to crap at all, your game is just so difficult to play.
And I think this is going to be big for Infamous. You know, we sort of heard from Schofield before the game. He said this game he felt confident. He said there's sort of 70% chance of taking it. But he also said, you know, if they take this, they're going to feel that they'll have a pretty good outlook at the tournament as a whole. And I think, you know, if they can sort of draft as they have here, get these games where Tomato is set up for success, really sort of just build the lineup around Tomato's hero, like they did with the sort of space creating game for TB. Albeit that was a lot closer game, but this time around, just making a perfect draft for Tomato to get the magic done. They can look very good, Infamous.
Yeah. I really do love this draft. Yeah. I love the Pangolier pick versus the first two Terrorblade too. It's a very interesting kind of different style. I mean, I haven't seen people actually doing that, but it's an excellent hero. Like TB, you're very squishy. You've got a double nuke built in on your hero. You've got this incredible lockdown ulti.
On Tomatoes, after this rush, she's going to have a BKB. She's 21 minutes in.
I mean, you said it before. From the way it's looked, it doesn't seem like there's a way back in it for Vega. As Infamous, they don't be seen.
And it's not often we say that because you know, they have a TB.
Yes.
This is the hero notorious at turning games on his head. But I mean, Madara, he's just got to do something crazy because it feels like Madara. Some of the games recently, he's had a few too many mistakes and it sort of held the team back a bit.
He's getting hunted non-stop here too. Pepita with the Shadow Blade, always on the prowl, looking for kills.
Jump from.
Ooh. They know which one's real.
He'll take the creeps.
Yep. Peksu. He's playing safe, hiding. He got some deep vision down, so that's the one thing that they at least have now is some wards, so they can at least play around the Infamous movements. But thing is that Infamous, I think they still have some smokes left, and then they also, of course, have that like free smoke. They have the Moonlight Shadow time and time again to be able to look and go for those setups as immediately will be used, and they're going to look to hunt. Keep asserting that dominance. Pepita just wants to pressure lane, show someone on the map, so maybe they can try to set up. If you see nobody on the map, you're probably going to play pretty scared on Vega, so Pepita now threatening that tower. Kezu has Blink in a book one, but this book we've seen doesn't really do much. It just dies. There's too much AoE for it.
What can they do?
Uh-oh, Peksu gonna be spotted. Can wake himself up with his creeps. He's getting auto attack down though, but bottom, Pepita.
They're throwing a lot at a DK. As Pepita may die to the meta. He's running back. He will fall, but the combo and control there from the Pango was absolutely beautiful. Whisper just sort of playing around with the four of them whilst the four heroes of Vega Squadron were just focus firing onto the DK. And sure, they get Pepita, but they lose 3 heroes for it. Really nice play from the Pango.
And you said it yourself, they had to blow everything to try to kill this Dragon
And they were just all grouped up. Whisper, I think he hit like sort of 4-man rolling thunder, shield crash, Pangolier, getting the swashbuckle. Yeah, absolutely. Look at that. Look at that.
4,000 by a Pango.
Straight up.
Oh yeah, man, I love this pick.
No, I'm glad that we are seeing some teams just finding the ways to get Pango into draft because it can absolutely still work.
Oh, they even get the Yules to dispel the send home onto Dendi, and he is dead.
Yeah. Infamous, they've turned up today to really get their heads in the game. Approach with a smart and sensible draft. And you can tell it. They know what they're good with, Infamous. And they're getting it in this first series as
they're looking.
There's the control with the Fiend's Grip. MNT's dead. Whisper just bouncing around, rolling about, playing around with the back lines. There'll be a jump forward. They do have the silence and the roar. So they'll get the kill, but then the slam comes in from Schofield. Madara trying to run. Do they have the damage to kill him? Oh, Madara!
He's getting sent home.
Oh, the Sunder! Woo. He will survive for a little bit of time. Jumping from Dendi. He'll pop the Aegis. Maybe Infamous can throw this game.
Tomato has BKB though. Tomato is super strong here.
Does he want to just start killing people?
He does not have another leap left.
Oh.
He's got a full Mjolnir picked up on himself, so he's going to be dealing a lot of damage if they do try to commit on him. He's just going to turn and fight.
Oh.
He's turning and fighting.
Okay, he'll still die. All right, Infamous do let Vega Squadron get a team wipe.
And Madara gets 1,000 gold.
Okay. Couple more of those and they'll be back in the game.
Look at that. I mean, the gold change, 3,000. Look at that experience change. Well, boom.
It's a lot of levels.
Much needed for Vega.
It certainly gives them a chance, Vega.
Yeah, we saw the pickup by Dendi, of course, that Orchid coming into play there a few times. Infamous getting a bit over-eager to dive forward here. They did not kill the racks. They claimed tier 3s. They're just battling. And it is going to be that Lincoln's almost finished up on the Pangolier.
I mean, what sort of went so wrong there for Infamous, do you think?
They dove really far.
It was just,
Schofield didn't get like the most ideal. He got the echo damage, but like the lockdown wasn't actually there to control anybody inside of it. And I don't think that they were prepared for him to go. I don't know, maybe if there was like a little bit of miscommunication there, because he just went and his team were kind of disengaging already at that point. So then they had to over commit to try to kill off this Terrorblade who gets the Sunder off and gets sent home.
Oh, Peter.
They're still in a very comfortable spot though, as they're super farm. Even this Mirana still already he still has Lance, Mjolnir, BKB, so crazy amounts of damage still going to be coming out from Tomato. But Madara does get a huge surge of gold. Just had picked up the BKB, and now he has the Manta. He had the Yasha, of course, too, but with Manta now too, that's the difference now where the damage can definitely come into play. He's almost level 20 too. Still has to be careful though if he gets just chain locked down.
He'll open us straight away onto Gedge. That's the Beastmaster gone. Madara gets the BKB off, but the Fiend's Grip from Moose on the side. This perfect lockdown, meaning that some of the BKB time is going to be useless. Moose does protect himself with a defensive nightmare. Finally falls. A Vega Squadron, they've lost 2. And Infamous, they're still ready to go. Pepita finds the Dragon Tail stun onto the Terrorblade. There'll be a snowball rolling forward, but the two of them still in trouble. Madara will get the Sunder off, bringing Tomato down. Madara, he will stay alive, but Pepita, he's still fighting on another Dragon Tail stun. Has he got the damage to burn down Madara? The silence from Dendi. Dendi trying to help out at TB, as Madara will stay alive for now. Pepita, can he chase? Oh!
They knew right afterwards,
They did. They figured it out, but a little too late.
Has he used? We'll be safe.
Okay, another fight that didn't go terribly for Vega.
Good snowball save by MNT, allowing that Sunder to get off. Tomato gets punched also in the mid-leap. He gets Walrus punched. So they're able to get another big kill onto the Mirana. Pepita lives during all of it. Kazu did not. Kazu just got initiated on straight up. If they had a roar, if he was able to survive in that fight, that could have been a huge win for Vega, but still pretty decent. They're able to fight back. This Pango, 8-1 and 10. Whisper.
So this again here. The
Fiend's Grip was so good in this fight. They had the full duration pretty much coming out onto the Terrorblade, but he got the BKB off. And look in the back, the Pango is just like kind of zoning everybody for the most part over here. But Madara able to get that Sunder off because of MNT.
it really, great. I mean, they lose the Terrorblade there, it could have been game over.
Schofield also got hit by Shadow Strike, it looks like. Look, he has Echo Slam this whole time and actually isn't able to get in a position because Dendi is just following him the entire time during that fight. That was great by Dendi to make sure that that Earthshaker isn't there for the follow-up on to kill Madara.
Back in the fight. Look at their fam. Kazu was out a little bit and on his own. They've got that Fiend's Grip on the Terrorblade. Schofield drops the slam, gets Madara out of the action.
Tomato, gunning Lincoln's next, just wanted to deal with that, of course. Annoying Sunder. And they're able to push out their lanes nicely. They have, like we said, so much different spell damage, so much different like double nukes. They can easily keep those waves forced in. They could look for a Rosh if they want. They've got 50 seconds with no Terrorblade. But it looks like they're controlling the bottom side of the map still for now. Maybe they'll threaten high ground a little bit here. Surprised they haven't gone for a Rosh though. As it does seem that Vega would have a lot of difficulty going for it. And Rosh is still dead, by the way. I'm just kidding. That whole time. 1 minute till we respawn.
Oh, I see.
I thought I saw the dot in there, but it was. I think they had like a hawk in there.
I did, yeah.
Yeah. My bad. It was a wildkin. It played with my mind.
A little less scary than Roshan.
Just a little bit. So controlling the map instead, because they knew that Rosh was down in 15k gold lead. They're in a very comfortable position. So many extra items on them in comparison. Like MNT, what's his items looking like on the Tusk? Does he have, does not have the Blink Dagger, which he really needs in order to be in the right position to try to get those saves. He gets it up the one time, but he's got all these small items. He's got the Arcane Boots, he's got the Urn. Urn can be great versus the Earthshaker. You can keep throwing it on him so he can't blink, but definitely needs Blink on that Tusk to save his teammates. Full BKB on Dendi, they're looking for a fight.
Surrounded the Pango. Whisper. Himself out of the range. He'll be fine for now. Now with the counter play, Peter jumps forward, but he's been roared. They get the BKB off Dendi, but the grip's there. They'll have to save with the snowball coming in, and that's going to mean that the Bane's dead. So 1-for-1 at the moment. Whisper still trying to play around them. Madara focusing him with the Metamorphosis, but with the Moonlight Shadow, they can get themselves out of range of Madara. Madara now without BKB. He's been disarmed as well as they surround him. He's trying to keep himself alive. Can't get the Sunder off as he's chain locked down by Schofield Shaker. Yules to dodge the snowball from MNT, keeping the Pango fine as Whisper's not quite done. He wants to try and go for this Tusk kill. Has the backup of Tomato to offer as well as Vega lose 4. Infamous back to taking these team fights. Just before Roshan's ready as well, as they could look towards it. They've got good damage with Pepita and Tomato.
If they were on more even grounds there, Vega, they could look to maybe taking that fight, but because of all this massive gold that Infamous has, they're just so tanky. And
just so many stuns. As soon as those BKBs are gone, everyone's getting interrupted when they're trying to cast their spells and do what they turned up to do in a team fight.
Yeah, and team fight speaking, I know we didn't mention it a whole lot, but you look at Infamous and naturally they just have way more team fight than Vega. Vega focused a lot more on lanes and it didn't go well for them.
I mean, for Vega, their sort of team fight was and control it. It's a roar and it's a snowball and a shot. You're not holding these heroes of Infamous down. No. You're going to have this Mirana, Tomato leaping all over the place. Same thing for Whispers. We've seen each and every fight. He's just doing so much on the Pangolier.
Top 2 net worth on Pango.
Yeah, they can't control him. Yeah, I'm seeing a Pangolier ahead of the Terrorblade in 2008. Yeah. That is quite the record here for Whisper. He's had a brilliant game. And Madara continuing to struggle here in this match.
And they're always ready to fight. They didn't have to use Echo. They didn't have Echo Slam in the last fight, but it came up, I think, toward the end of it. And he does have it available now. Dendi.
He started to poke at them. He's going to have to pop it and get away. They'll settle for the Chen instead.
He gets sent home on the Queen of Pain, too. But Infamous, they're just looking to fight. They're just looking to find anything.
Mid lane, Tomato. He's ready to go on MNT. MNT's already punched up a creep. He's got a snowball, the arrow. Very nicely done there by Tomato. So the sort of the Passover catches the Tusk as he comes out of the snowball.
Mirana, it's expert Tomato. Is now starting that high ground. They've got their lanes all in good position here. They've got 2 heroes dead. They know BKB was used on Dendi.
Level 25 now, Tomato.
Already.
Extra arrows to throw out.
So early. 33 minutes, level 25 Mirana. Damn. So first set of racks going to be cleaned up. They can look to commit for the second one as well. Still incredibly strong in those fights.
So what do you do to stop this? This push from Infamous. Very hard to contest as there's Pepita. Opens up with the jump.
The arrow.
It actually hits 2 targets. It gets both the Chen The catch there onto the Terrorblade, and with the control from the Pango, isn't enough. The snowball comes out. Buys time from out to get the BKB up, but he's dying. He's trying to Manta, but he can't do anything. The Sunder's not available again, as that's going to mean he has to buy back straight away.
He's sundered
on the Terrorblade. Oh, now with a slam coming through from Schofield, the combo as well. They're all dying on Vega Squadron. Dendi trying his hardest with the BKB to do something about this. But there's 3 dead on Vega without buyback. Kezu gets beaten down by Tomato. An ultra kill on the Mirana.
Give him the rampage. They've
This
got no
game.
Terrorblade for 90. He sunders and he hits the Lincolns of Tomato after catching that arrow and getting burst down. And Infamous, from start to finish of this game, have looked excellent. They get the control, the follow-up. So much damage coming through now, as you imagine it has to be a call from Vega at any moment, and there it is.
GG is called Infamous, taking the series 2-0. As, I mean, that game, it really feels like Infamous, they are certainly, they're showing us what can happen when they get their hands on the right heroes. They just look like an absolute terror to face because they're relentless. Tomato, with the way that he fights.
Tomato and Whisper were phenomenal in that game. The Pango and Mirana play was just absolutely beautiful. They were in the right place at the right time, the control coming into play, from the lane to the mid-game to their target prioritization.
I mean, and that's great to sort of see as well, because what sort of other teams would you say, oh, when they run Pango and Mirana, they're so hard to beat? It's not a lot of teams. It's sort of Infamous's style that just really works for them. And Dendi, of course, standing in for the boys on Vega Squadron. It just wasn't enough once again today as they drop another series 2-0.
Yeah, they committed. I mean, their draft, we said it. They committed heavily on the lanes. They pick a Chen, a Tusk, a Queen of Pain. These are heroes that you just need to dominate lane.
Yeah.
If you don't dominate your lane, your mid game's going to be extremely difficult because you don't actually have too much team fight. Not just team fight control, just overall team fight. And yeah, Infamous, they did incredibly good in their lanes. Mid lane, Dendi did well, but DK, it's a hero that you're going to kill him once, but he's just going to come right back. He's
still going to farm.
Keep your tower, keep going to keep farming. Bottom lane went like super well for Infamous. Top, Pango got a lot of space too. Yeah, just great execution from Infamous all around.
It really was. 2-0.
2-0.
To the lads on Infamous, they'll take the series. And Bulldog was right.
Bulldog was right.
The TI winner was indeed correct. He called it.
He did.
He said it. And he was absolutely bang on. 2-0 to Infamous, as they will, well, we'll let the panel explain what this all means with our very extravagant format. But for now, I believe we're sending it straight back to the panel, in fact. So, yeah, straight back to you guys.
Yes, thank you very much. Indeed, ODPixel and Fog. And it's a 2-0.
That's a 2-0.
How could we doubt the prediction of a TI winner?
You know, pretty easily, but he was right. I mean, well done.
Yeah, and you couldn't copy me. That's why I wanted you to start for once. So you couldn't
well,
copy me.
I have been told that it should always be you first, so there you go.
Yeah, okay.
Production's orders.
Yeah, it's too complicated for him to click the names, I guess.
True. Well, you know, I have to say, I'm happy I lost. That's great. I like seeing a Terrorblade loose, okay?
That's true.
Enough control. Finally, we saw it, and it was really the Pango, man. Rolling and doling on that game.
It was really close, though. At some point, I thought, all right, game over. Me and Bulldog went back, sit down, because we thought the game was actually over. And then in comes Terrorblade. And it's like, oh, wait a second. The Terrorblade effect starting to happen right here.
Yeah, they got a little bit overconfident, but in the end, they had just so much luck down for all their heroes. And by the time they got BKB on Terrorblade and the cop, it was a little bit too late. We just saw them getting locked down over and over and just dying.
But it wasn't just a draft, right?
No, a lot of it was the plays. I mean, you know, if they didn't have all that focus to make sure that Terrorblade wasn't able to do his stuff, even with BKBs, just, you know, bouncing around, making sure that he was locked down, nothing would have happened. So it was like, draft was okay. Probably not so much on Vega with the Queen of Pain. What did you think of that one after all? You talked a lot of shit about that quad before game.
Dandy played perfect, obviously, but you saw the limits of the hero, not the player. Dandy played great. The limits of the hero.
Interesting, interesting.
You just get stunned and die on that hero, and the cooldown on Blink is so long on the early levels, so you get screwed.
You know who was playing against Dendi, who had the honor to play against Dendi mid?
Who's that?
It was Pepita. Speaking of Pepita, he's right here. Thomas, play him in, please.
Yay!
Hey, Pepita. We're free to take a seat on the couch.
That's right.
Congratulations on the series.
Thank you.
2-0. I want to talk to you first about the end of the first game, because from our perspective, that was a pretty hectic time for you guys. Can you talk us through what it was like for you?
Basically, it was a pub because everything was happening. Everyone was dying. Like we died without buyback. We were pretty upset about it, honestly, because we don't want to play like that. It was like some tier 20 Dota, but we won.
Yeah.
So it ended up nice for us, but we don't want to play again like that in this tournament.
I mean, game 2 looked already a lot more crisp from you guys.
Yeah, we had like a more comfortable draft for us. Like we had control throughout the entire game, so we felt really good about it.
Yeah. You guys seem confident to pick other heroes a little bit more so than other teams. We see a lot of variety in what you guys are picking. Everybody practicing weird stuff, or are you guys really just hammering down those meta heroes right now?
So we don't want to go like really crazy because we have a standing for this tournament. Mario couldn't make it to the LAN, and Whisper had to go to another country to get his visa. So we were practicing with him for 1 month. So we're just going safe for now.
All right. Good to hear. Yeah.
Maybe we have something we don't want to say. And
okay, don't say
That's okay, that's okay. That's
People are watching, please.
Yeah. And coming into this tournament or this series, you knew you were going to play against Dendy mid. How did that make you feel? Were you scared, and how did you feel playing against him?
No, I think it motivates me to play better when you play like against renowned players. So I don't find trouble in it. I don't get nervous. So I just play the matchup. Like I know what my hero does, and just go with it.
Damn. Those are the words of a champion right there.
Yeah?
Don't get nervous. Love it.
All right, we have a replay for you. We're doing a drawing board. If you could talk us through what is happening on the screen together with Bulldog and Slacks, that would be amazing. This is when Tomato is going off on his Mirana.
Take it away, boys.
Let's start.
Okay, so 3 arrows.
Yeah,
Nice
he's completely out of position with that. Chen, I don't know what he's doing.
He's just trying to make space for TV.
Here come the roll, baby. All that lockdown that we talked about earlier, making sure that can't get anywhere. And man, that Yules is really keeping it in
Terrorblade
place.
doesn't want to ult here. Oh, he did. It was a Lincoln, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Queen is dying on the other side.
Yep, right over here. Queen of Pain taken out on the side of the battle. Can't even get a part of it. Another 3 arrows connecting on the Tusk, allowing you guys to move in even more. Followed up by some dope plays there. Oh, look at that. Tore apart.
So TV is a really good hero, but when you have as many disables, like Pangolier with heals, just disables him for 5 seconds.
Absolutely.
He can't do much if he doesn't pop his BKB early.
Very, very sad for them. But yeah, I guess that's the weakness of going second pick Terrorblade. Gave you guys plenty of time to figure out a bunch of different disables for that draft, huh?
Yeah, we just had a really good draft against it.
All right.
Pepita, I know you are familiar with Twitch chat. We have every game that's played, Twitch chat votes on who the MVP is for the game.
Yes.
Who do you think they win?
No doubt. Like Dendy probably.
What if it's
95%.
95% to Dendy. Who is the Hacks MVP? 70%.
But hey,
you got 1%. That's not
pretty
that bad.
good.
That's nice. Better than 0. Look at Moose.
Yeah, I mean, could be 0.
Yeah. Anything to say that one dude that voted for you?
Thank you for being my fan. I really appreciate you. Thank you.
All right, awesome. Do you have a music style that you like Thomas to play as he's going to play you out?
Let me see, like, do you know the Sweet Child of Mine?
Sweet Child of Mine?
Of the song?
Yeah, just get some rap or gangster music.
Yeah,
I like that.
Give him some gangster music.
Some gangster music. No pressure. Will that do?
Yeah, that's...
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us on the couch. I'm going to let you go again. I know your team is waiting. You can take it with you.
Keep it. Keep it. Souvenir.
Thank you, Pepita. And then, of course, was Pepita from Infamous, who now make it further into the group, because for Vega, their group stages is done. 2 losses means that they are in the lower bracket of the playoffs. They get tomorrow off, which is really great for them, but because they need some time back to the drawing board to figure out some stuff. For Infamous, though, they will play tomorrow in the decider match, which is going to be against a loser of Complexity versus Na'Vi, which will happen later today.
Yeah, they need some time.
They need some time.
Need some time to think about that.
Yeah.
What happened? But glad that they get some time off to ponder a little bit, and we see the rising star of the tournament that is Infamous.
Yeah.
I'm really liking that team, man.
I mean, we had Schofield in an interview at the start of the day. He said, you know, we just need to win one, and then we're going.
Yeah,
70% chance to win the first one, and then 100% chance to win the tournament.
Hello.
100%.
100.
That's a big math percentage right there. Can't wait, man. I believe in the prophecy. Let's go.
Momentum. That's all we need. Momentum is important, right, Bulldog?
It is, sure. And that's how I won TI. I won all the games, and then we won.
Yeah, it's just momentum.
Momentum. That's all. No skills or draft, just momentum.
No thinking, no gameplay.
Yeah.
Straight momentum. You just bust through those games. I like it. That works for me.
Yeah. What do you think was the main problem for Vega this series? What was the reason that they couldn't pull through?
I think, honestly, the draft was pretty bad, both games. Especially the second game. They couldn't do anything against all the lockdown. So, mainly the draft, I think. And, you know, Caster, he drafts a little bit different heroes, some new things, which is appreciated, but not if you want to win.
Yeah, maybe not here. You know, try new things in your pubs.
That's right.
Give us your A game. That's what this tournament, it's a minor, for goodness sakes. We need that A game, baby.
Yeah, we need that A game. Unfortunately for Vega, it wasn't the A game for this game. We actually have another replay, and I want you guys to focus on Vega's movements in that replay. And if you were their coach, how would you tell them this could have been better and what is going wrong or good here?
Well, no one's ever asked for my opinion in Dota, so this one's on you, Bulldog.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening here. I know that Queen of Penny's chasing off the Earthshaker here, I believe, somewhere.
Yep.
Somewhere.
Pause, please.
All right, we got to get adjusted here. So we see the Ice Shards blocking out Terrorblade right here as he got his BKB on, and they seem to be just wrapping up really good to get in a position around him. Chen, not the biggest hero that you want watching your back right here, but let's see how it...
This is because this Terrorblade has got Metamorphosis on, BKB ready. He's got his Manta ready as well. Like, this is a fight they should, in all honesty, win, right?
Yeah, but he's crypt here, and they don't have any cancel for it right now. We see Bane right here. He's going ham, and this guy's, like, sleeping because of it.
Where is his team?
Yeah, where is the team? And that's, yeah.
That's the question right here, Sheever.
They just kill him instead of canceling, kind of.
Boom. There we go. Pangolin coming back in. Very little health on there, and then they start moving in right here, Sheaves. Look at the positioning. You're the
really
coach.
Bad from there, but the snowball is going to come in and save him.
Whoa.
1 health.
Very good stuff. And she almost leaps.
Boom.
But, oh,
nice Sunder.
Sunder. Absolutely beautiful. I think the smart thing these guys are doing are always chasing down the guys around the Terrorblade. You know, they're making them go to bed so they can focus on Terrorblade later. And Quap doesn't mean anything to these guys. They don't care about it. Sorry. What can you do?
What can you do? Tough game.
I mean, not for one team.
Good game for Infamous. Tough
Good game for Infamous, but absolutely. But I'm excited for the next one. Very much so. The showing from Runes, I put all in on them last night, and
you got baited.
They broke my heart pretty hard. So I hope that they come back today. I couldn't sleep last night. I kept thinking, I just kept yelling out their names. Runes, Runes.
You know, we're missing Kyle. Kyle would have jumped on that button straight up. Can you press it?